Okay, so we have finished the decluttering, and now our laundry is done. I had some other things I had to do with work, so I took a little break. And actually this area here is also something that we're going to be doing here in a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to what they call reboot my laundry. I'm going to move everything from the washer to the dryer and then start my dryer. Luckily, this stuff won't take very long to dry because even though it's towels, and towels normally take a long time, since you're doing it weekly, it doesn't take long because the loads aren't as big. So there's your little tip along the way. Alright, and trying to do this with one hand is not easy, because I'm also trying not to drop anything on the floor because all the dog hair that's in here. This is the dog's area right now. This is for our dog, Daisy, because she doesn't get along with Little Man. So unfortunately, while we are watching Little Man this week, or for the next couple of weeks, she's having to stay in here, and so that's why it is such a mess in here. So we cleaned our lint trap, putting that in. And I'm going to grab a couple of thingies. Y'all ever have an issue with static? I have a horrible issue with static. In fact, we even have a static shield thing, and I still have to use 3 things plus liquid fabric softener. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so we're going to start that, and it says that it will be done in 46 minutes. Normally it's done sooner than that. It tends to count down a lot faster than that. So, alright, so that is what we are doing. We will wait until the time is up, and then we will come back to this. Okay, for those of you who like to see things crossed off on a list, like I do, here is what we have completed today. I wish that would stop being so blurry. We've made our bed, we've swished and swiped, we've done the laundry. I go ahead and mark it off even though I hadn't finished, just so I know it's something that I don't really have to do. I also have little reminders that come through my phone to remind me to do the next step in my laundry. So I just go ahead and knock that off the list when I throw them in. We know what's for dinner, and we've decluttered. So the next thing on our list is our 27 Fling Boogie. Now, I know that sounds a little funny, and it's supposed to be, actually. Decluttering is supposed to be fun. This is kind of a quick declutter session that you do. You go through your house, you look for any papers, anything that just needs to be thrown away real quick, anything that needs to be put away, or anything that you want to just get rid of real quick. So that could be your donate. The Fly Lady's all big on donating everything and just getting it out of the house. Since I use eBay on the side for extra money, it goes through my eBay pile first. So, for instance, the stuff I grabbed in the kitchen earlier, I'm going to research on eBay to see if I can get any money out of them. If I can't, then they're just going to go get donated from there. Or if it's not enough money to be worth the trouble, then I donate it. Because everything's worth money these days, you know. So anyway, I'm going to go through my room here and do my 27 Fling Boogie. I normally do it in my room, only because the kids kind of take care of the living room and the kitchen area when they get home, and of course they handle their own bedrooms when they decide to do that stuff. So anyway, I use this time to either declutter my room, Xander's room, because he's too little to do it himself, or my office area. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And again, this is supposed to be super quick, so it shouldn't take you more than like maybe 2 minutes to do. So don't spend a lot of time on it. It's just a quick, easy game. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm done with my 27 Fling Boogie. There wasn't much on my husband's side of his bed this time. Normally there is. That's normally one of the places I go to all the time. Alright, we've got my dresser here cleared off. I got all my medicines where they need to go. It still looks kind of cluttered here, but that's just because I don't have places for some of this stuff yet. I need to buy some containers and things that make it look better. But anyway, my medicines I always keep over here, my bank, my earrings and other jewelry things, some other jewelry boxes, tons of cords because we always lose them, so I kind of keep them here when I find them, and then everything. So anyway, there was some trash over here, and then of course like hair clips and things like that, so I always have to put those away as I go. Finished picking up the laundry because apparently I'd forgotten some of it. Changed out the toilet paper roll because apparently I didn't notice that that was emptied. And then I went around the house a little bit and picked up because I kind of ran out of things to do in my own room. So, let's see here. Some of his toys were in the kitchen, so I brought them in here. This is kind of his toy section here for Xander. So I cleared those out. I came into his room, and he had, where his diapers were, there were some trash back in here, so I picked all that up. Put up his clothes that I told you about that I gotten from my parents, put them in there. And let's see here. Oh yeah, his sippy cup went to the kitchen. So that was basically my 27 Fling Boogie. I'm sure there's some things I left off of there. But as you can see, it's all about just getting things done real quick and getting it done. So that's all for that. So the next thing that is on my list is a hotspot. Now, a hotspot is any place that kind of gets junk piled. For instance, like a side table or that one little counter in your kitchen, something like that. Now, I'm running out of hotspots now because I do this every day. And she actually recommends doing like a 2-minute hotspot. I kind of combine that into a 5-minute hotspot. But sometimes I'm finding now, since I don't have one specific spot, one specific spot to do that's going to take the 5 minutes, I start with one and then I sometimes have to jump to other places. So today I'm going to use, this is going to be my hotspot, is my hampers that I was talking about earlier. I had some things that I just kind of set in here, and that's as far as they got. They never got put away. And also the laundry from yesterday, I need to finish folding that, because these were just the foldables. The hang-ups I put up already. I actually got those yesterday. I just didn't get around to the folding part. So I'm going to take care of this. It's going to take me 5 minutes. I'm going to set my timer, and when 5 minutes is up, I'm done, whether I'm done or not. So that is the rule about a 5-minute hotspot. Just because the hotspot isn't clean doesn't mean you keep going. You stop at 5 minutes, and that's so that you don't get overwhelmed and you don't get burnt out. So I will be back and I'll show you what I got done in 5 minutes. Alright, so my 5 minutes is up. I have one empty bin and one not so empty bin. So that's how much I got done in 5 minutes. So it just goes to show you can conquer things 5 minutes at a time, or even 2 minutes. If you like doing the whole 2-minute hotspot, you can do that and do 2 minutes throughout your day. So these I'll deal with tomorrow. Of course, that's not going to take me long at all because I already know what all that's going to be. And that's going to be, I'll have to add something else to this for my hotspot for tomorrow. So there you go. That was easy. Simple way of cleaning up, and it makes it into somewhat of a game. You're trying to beat the clock, and so it makes it fun. That's why I'm a little winded, because I really kind of get into these sometimes. But anyway, so there you go. That's a 5-minute hotspot.